Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, lead us from the unreal to the real, lead us from darkness unto light, lead us from death to immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace. So the first session was what I would call Meta Vedanta, Introduction to Vedanta, a reflection on what is going on in Vedanta, a kind of analysis of, when you look into the DNA of Vedanta, or you open the hood of a car and see what is going on inside it. But now let's drive the car. Let's get into the actual Vedanta. Vedanta Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Vedanta is the source of spiritual knowledge called the Upanishads. These texts called the Upanishads, they are Vedanta. Always in spiritual teachings, please verify. This fellow is talking, what is the tradition? What are the texts? Who are the teachers? What are you talking about, sir? Are you making it up? As they say, so kapala kalpita, kapala kapola kalpita. So kapola kalpita means from this skull it has come out. No. It may be brilliant, but no importance is given in Vedanta to teachings which are not centered in the tradition. Shankaracharya has very harsh words. Sarva shastra vidopi asampradaya vid murkha vadupekshaniyam. He says, a person who has read all the books but is not part of the tradition of teaching and learning, has not acquired that knowledge through traditional means, should be rejected as a fool. Now, not that person is a fool. Might be very intelligent, very creative, good. But you can't trust. What part of it is his own invention? So here, trustworthy is the Upanishad. And that Guru is the representative of the Upanishad. It's very interesting that Sri Ramakrishna was described by Swami Vivekananda as the embodiment of the Vedas. So, embodiment of a spiritual tradition. They verify and establish the stamp of reality upon these ancient teachings. Who? The Mahapurushas. But their authority, the authority of the Mahapurushas is the Upanishads, not the other way around. We are following this. He says, we follow Vedanta not because Krishna taught it. We follow Krishna because he is teaching Vedanta. So that is the tradition. It is an impersonal tradition coming through from Bhagavan, through the rishis, to the great masters, and from century after century, great personalities, including avatars, have appeared on the scene and reaffirmed the truth of it. Now, the Upanishads are the original source, but then beautiful, one book if you want, Vedanta. If you're reading Vedanta, Gita. People say, they think I'll be happy. Maharaj, all my learning of Vedanta is Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka. No. If one book in Vedanta, even if you have to just read it just like that, without understanding or anything, why not understanding? Simple language, Bhagavad Gita. That should be lifelong reading. Again, never say, we were scolded for saying, I have read the Gita. No, I am reading the Gita. How long? Lifelong. Upanishads are like that. One sadhu whose class I used to go to, Ramananda Saraswati, one day he started a class in his last part of his life, on Mandukya Upanishad, with Mandukya Karika, Shankaracharya's commentary, Bhashya, and Anandagiri Stika. Big endeavor. As it is the shortest of the Upanishads, but 4 chapters of Mandukya Karika by Gaudapada. And then each verse has its commentary by Shankaracharya. And then further comments by Anandagiri. So naturally, when you're starting first class, what is our question? How long will it take? So one sadhu asked, Kab tab samapt ho jayega Mahatma ji? When first class itself. Impatient. And he was very sweet, the old Swami. He said, समाप्त करना है ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है, जब तक श्वास चलेगा मांडूक्य चलेगी. That we have to complete it. I mean, he has completed many times in his lifetime. So, you have to complete it, there's no such urgency. As long as the breath is flowing, Mandukya also will continue. Advaita also will continue. Yes. Bhagavad Gita. Then there is, of course, another text, Brahma Sutras, which is very important for philosophers, for pandits, because they will always look at it as a darshana, as a philosophical paradigm. For them, they want a sutra and sutra bhashya. You want to teach traditional pandit, you want to talk about Nyaya, he will say Nyaya Sutra first, and the commentaries and sub-commentaries on Nyaya. You want to talk about yoga, he is not interested in how you sit and how you breathe, that comes later. First, show me the Yoga Sutras. Similarly, Vedanta, I don't care about your Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka and all that, and consciousness, AI, show me the Brahma Sutras and the commentaries. Then, from that perspective of a darshanika, of a philosopher, trained, what they call nishnata, whose mind is immersed in traditional knowledge, they will get a grasp of your system if you can show them the sutra literature and the commentarial tradition. That's how traditionally you learn. Even for us monks, even if we don't read whole Brahma Sutra, it is compulsory. Even now I keep saying in Uttarakhand, here, it is compulsory. Chatussutri, 4 sutras at least you have to read in Brahma Sutra. That means with Shankaracharya's commentary and explanations, not just the sutra. That will take 1 minute. So that is Brahma Sutra. Then a vast literature of introductory texts, what we can call manuals. To make all this Upanishads, Gita, Brahma Sutra and the commentaries, vast ocean of literature, make it digestible, palatable, graspable. Many texts have been written. These are called prakaranas. Especially Shankaracharya's ones are very famous. We all have heard of Vivek Chudamani, Aparoksha Anubhuti, Atma Bodha, and more difficult. Some of them are introductory, like the ones I mentioned, but some are difficult, like Upadesha Sahasri. Those are difficult texts. Panchadashi. They are often taken as manuals, prakarana of Vedanta, but difficult ones, advanced, intermediate, let us say. And then there are more advanced texts, which are of interest to philosophers. So, the texts like Khandana Khanda Khadya, Sri Harshas, which means the sweets, Mishti, the sweets, the cookies of refutation. Khanda Khadya, sweets, cookies. Khandana of refutation, refuting all other philosophies. Then there is Advaita Siddhi of Madhusudan Saraswati. Then there is, in between there was Chit Sukhacharya's Tattva Pradipika, the lamp which illumines the reality. All these are very advanced texts. So how long will it take? Not necessary for us. What we need, basis in Advaita Vedanta, if you are seriously interested as a lifelong pursuit, at least once one should do what is called Prasthanatrayi. The Upanishads with their commentaries, and that too 10 Upanishads with their commentaries. The Bhagavad Gita with its commentary, Brahma Sutra, Shankaracharya's commentary, Brahma Sutra, at least four sutras with their commentary. That is, you will be seen as a person who is grounded in traditional Vedanta. This is called Prasthanatrayi, triple foundation. The last books which I mentioned, the Khandana Khanda Khadya, Chitsukhi and Advaita Siddhi, they are known as Brihat Prasthanatrayi, the vaster Prasthanatrayi. Among all of them is that little book, Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka, just a few verses only. Attributed to Shankaracharya, its authorship is uncertain, probably written, if you take stylistics into account, language and arguments, it seems very similar to Vidyarnya Swami, the great post-Shankara master who lived in the Vijayanagar kingdom about 700 years ago, and he has written a number of important books. Especially he is famous for Panchadashi. Vivarana Prameya Sangraha, and many other books. Probably this one, probably. Or traditionally Shankaracharya also. This is a manual of Vedanta, an introductory text, which will introduce. Now the beauty is, starting from Upanishads, to the Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutras, to these books, Prakarana Granthas, to the Khandana Khadya, whatever you say, all books, one elegant thing about Vedanta is, all of them teach you the same thing. And the beauty of Vedanta, our Swami Tattvamayanji Maharaj, he told me just recently, we had a Vedanta conference in Huntsville, Alabama. I had gone to receive him at the airport. In the car, he was telling me, the skill of a Vedanta teacher, it lies in condensing the ocean into a drop, expanding the drop into an ocean. From Bindu to Sagar, from Sagar to Bindu. All these literature you have taught, all this literature you're talking about, can you condense it into one verse, into half a verse, into one sentence, into one word? Can you? Can you expand that one word, Om, into Brihat Prasthanatraya, this vast literature? If you can do that, up and down, then you are a teacher of Vedanta. From Bindu to Sagar, from ocean, drop to ocean, from ocean to drop. And the beauty of Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, is, why do I keep saying Advaita Vedanta? Because there are different schools, Vishishta Advaita, Dvaita Advaita, then Bheda Bheda, then the Shuddha Advaita, then Dvaita, many schools are there. But in Advaita Vedanta, this is a text of Advaita Vedanta. So when you are learning this, the paradigm should be, I am learning Advaita Vedanta. All of it can be reduced to half a verse. Famously attributed to Shankara, we don't know whether Shankara actually said it or not. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. All Vedanta is, Brahman is real, the world is an appearance. What about me? You are Brahman, don't worry. You are none other than Brahman. Brahman is real, the world is an appearance, and you are none other than that Brahman, that real Brahman. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. It can be further reduced. I said whether it can be attributed to Shankara, there is a hymn called the Brahma Jnanavali Mala. In that one verse, 20th verse, and that is traditionally attributed to Shankara. That's the only place where you find this Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. Brahma Jnanavali Mala. 20 verses are ordered there. It starts with Asangoham, Asangoham, Asangoham. Punah, that one. That is Brahma Jnanavali Mala. All of this, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahmaiva Napara, you can reduce to one sentence. Tattvamasi, you are that. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. Prajnanam Brahma, consciousness itself is the ultimate reality. I am Atma Brahma, this very self is the ultimate reality. So, through one short sentence, this is called Mahavakya. You can reduce it even further. All of this, Om. Just the monosyllabled Om. Those who have studied Mandukya Upanishad, they know how the Om can be expanded into Mandukya Upanishad. 12 mantras, Om expanded into Mandukya Upanishad. Mandukya Upanishad expanded into 4 chapters, Mandukya Karika. You see how it is expanding? It's all expansion of Om. You can reduce it even further from Om. Gesture, mudra, chin mudra. This one, ego. As long as it says, I am this body, physical body, inside that mind, personality is there, manobuddhi, chitta, ahankara, subtle body, and the seed state of that subtle body is the causal body. As long as it's identified with this system, it is like this. But it says, I am not the body, not the mind, not even the causal body, automatically will become clear, I am consciousness. It's Chin Mudra. Without saying anything, without saying Om also. This. Dakshinamurti Stotra. Yo Mudraya Bhadraya. The teacher who taught by the Bhadra Mudra, the auspicious mudra, hand gesture, conveyed their full teaching like this. Abhinava Gupta, recently in Ashoka University, the great philosopher Arindam Chakrabarti, he introduced me to a verse of Abhinava Gupta, the great Kashmiri Shaivism, the great scholar and saint, philosopher. He says in one startling verse, so sit quietly, absolutely silent, still, in a windless place, and then gently bring this finger and your thumb together like this. Slowly bring it like this. The moment, the instant it touches, there is the manifestation of the Paramashiva. That touch, the tiniest of touch. Pure consciousness, never an object. How will it experience itself? There. Ye dekho. We'll think, what happened? Kya bol raha hai? No. He says, that thrill of the touch of the finger, this forefinger and the thumb, there. That instant of touch, consciousness flashing forth as that experience. The tiniest of experiences. If you can see it there, you will see it shining in every experience of the world. Kenopanishad pratibodha viditam matam. Same teaching. But Kashmiri Shaivism, he says, chamatkar, this thrill, this amazing thrill. We're thinking, what thrill is he talking about? The roller coaster ride in Disneyland? No. Just this much. Anyway. Now, let us come to the Prakaran Grantha. Very nice little book. And one of the beauties of this book is it gets straight to the point. But getting straight to the point means it leaves out certain things. All those things you will get in other books. The Anubandha Chatushtaya. What is the subject matter of Vedanta? Who is qualified to read Vedanta? What is the result of Vedanta? And what is the connection of this book to the subject matter? Anubandha Chatushtaya. Vishaya, Adhikari, Prayojana, Sambandha. All those things are left out. But we know, we have been studying Vedanta for a long time. What is the subject matter of Vedanta? Just now I told you. In half a verse, in one sentence, in Mudra. Jiva Brahmaikyam, I am Brahman. That is the subject matter of Vedanta. Oh, by the way, I left out the final one. Even this mudra is not necessary. As you said, silence. Dakshinamurti Stotra itself says, who teaches through silence. The Guru teaches through silence and the doubts of the devotees, disciples are dispelled. Silence itself. How silence is an expression of Vedanta is Om, when you chant at the end, the silence following Om, representing the Turiya. That's how. Anyway, all those are Vedanta. So silence also. All of that teaching you can find in this small book. Now that is the Vishaya. Vishaya is I am Brahman. What is the Prayojana? Dukkha nivritti ananda prapti. I will go beyond sorrow, attain fulfillment. Prayojana? Purpose. Why are we here? Then, who is the Adhikari? Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampanna Pramata Adhikari, the student who is equipped with the fourfold qualifications. Then, I'm thinking, what is fourfold qualifications? No, I think most of us, we know here, we studied. But all of those things, and the Sambandha, that what is the relation of this book with the subject matter? That Bodhya Bodhaka. This one teaches, and that is the one which has to be taught, the message. But these are all left out here. Then what is Sadhan Chatushtaya? Vivek, Vairagya, Shamadamadi, Shat Sampatti, Mumukshutvam Cha. All left out here. So you have to be careful. This is not a standalone book. It introduces you to the heart of Vedanta, done. But don't ignore the rest. But it has a beauty. It's elegant. It goes straight to the heart of the matter. Not only that, the very first shloka, the very first verse is the key to whole Vedanta. If you want to listen to one thing with all your heart, all your being, this is it. So let us go into the first shloka. That's all I will do. Then open up for question answers. Then we will go deeper in the next session onwards. But this is the key to it all. It opens the door to Vedanta. The crucial insight. This is there, rest will open up. This is not there, the rest will seem like nice philosophy. This is there, you will get the thrill of discovery. How do you know if you have got it? At every step, ask yourself, is this real? Is it a fact? At one point, it will stop being a fact. If it's a fact for you throughout, congratulations, you are enlightened. At one point, it will stop being a fact. It will feel like a theory, feel like some kind of claim. And then you have to concentrate there. Go back to the earlier step, make sure you have understood it clearly. Does the next step follow? Please chant after me. Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik. Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik. Tadrishyam Driktu Manasam. Tadrishyam Driktu Manasam. Drishyadhivrittaya Sakshi. Drishyadhivrittaya Sakshi. Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka natu drishyate. Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka natu drishyate. forms are perceived, I is the perceiver, I is perceived, mind is the perceiver, mind is perceived, witness is the perceiver, the witness is not perceived. The verse, like this shloka, like any shloka, has 4 parts, 4 quarters. It takes us in a journey. They're not separate, teaching 4 separate things. They're teaching one thing. It's a pointing out. Step by step. It's a pointing out. So I want to point out a tiny tree there in that. So I will point out, do you see this door, this window? Yes. Beyond the window, do you see this branch? Yes. On the branch, top of the branch, behind that, do you see a hill? Yes. On top of the hill, there, that tiny little, the tree there, the highest one, and the ridge. Yes, I think so. And the top of that tree. Yes. What did I do? I could have said, do you see the top of that tree? I said, what? Now, I am not interested in the window. I am not interested in the branch, not the mountain, not the tree on the top of the mountain, just the top of that tree. But I am going like this. That is the beauty of Vedanta. That is the beauty of any good teacher. Good teacher will take you from the known to the unknown, from the near to the far, from what is obvious to what is not yet obvious, from what is to what shall be. But this is what we are taught in B.Ed colleges, teacher training colleges, when you're training to be teacher. This I modify for Vedanta. It is not from near to far, it's from near to nearest. Not from known to the unknown. It is from known to more than known. And not from what is to what shall be. From what is to what really is. That is Vedanta. This is, you will see. It perfectly matches. This is an inward journey. The journey has 4 stages. At each stage, you must apply the method of Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasana. Ask yourself, what did he say? He means teacher, book. What did he say? Have I heard that? 1. 2. Have I understood it? 3. Is it a real? Is it fact? Is it real? Is it fact? Or is it theory? It's quite possible that I have not heard at all. So I have to go back and listen and read it again. This is what you said. Second, I have heard but I did not get it. Then you must ask questions or reason it out yourself till you get it. Manana. It's quite possible I have heard it, I have got it, but it seems like theory, like a philosophical speculation. That's a nice thing you said. Then I must bear down on it, what I have already got and understood, because I am making a claim. The teacher is making a claim, the book is making a claim. It's already a reality. Why are you not seeing it? Now this book, what I am going to do now, this verse is pretty obvious. At every stage you will say, yeah, got it, move on. So we will go step by step. Rupam Dṛśyam Lochanam Drik. We have to take this first part. How do you analyze it? We will use the principle. This is all tariqa, technique. The principle. The seer and the seen are different. Whatever you see is different from the eyes. The eyes are the seer, and what they see is different from the eyes. So they see the book. The book has to be different from the eyes. Otherwise, the eyes cannot see. The eyes can only see something in their visual field. This is a visual field. The eyes can only see something in the visual field. But notice some interesting thing. The eyes are not in the visual field. The visual field starts from here and expands out. But the eyes themselves are not in the visual field. So the eyes, can they see themselves? No. Unless you put a mirror or take a picture, selfie. Otherwise, the eyes cannot see themselves. The eyes cannot turn around and look at themselves. So, the seer and the seen are always different. And this applies everywhere. Not only for senses. Eye is most clear, but not only for senses. In philosophy, in grammar, in science, the observer and the observed are different. A thing cannot act on itself. Knife cannot cut itself. So, the seer and the seen are different. This is a principle in philosophy. Subject and object must be different. In language also. The subject and the verb, the object, they must be different. They cannot act on itself. All right. The eyes are distinct from what they see. What do we see? We see so much color. We see shape. Color, shape, form. Rupam literally means color. But you can expand it to mean forms also, shapes also. So the eyes are distinct from the shapes that they see. Number one. Number two, notice the shapes and colors are so many. So many colors are there. So many forms are there. But the same eyes are seeing different colors and different forms. The seer is one, the seen are many. Then third, notice what we are seeing is continuously changing. From morning till now, how many things we saw? You got up and saw your room, then the meditation hall, then the breakfast hall, then now you're seeing the classroom. All of this one by one we are seeing. Different people coming and going, different colors of dark sky, then sunrise, then bright, stunning blue sky. All of this we are seeing. All are changing. The seer is the same. It has not changed. I mean, practically, in a commonsensical way. Otherwise, the body is changing, no doubt. So, seer is unchanging, the seen are changing. Three things. Three results in the first quarter of the verse. Seer and seen are different. Drashta and Dṛśya are distinct. Drashta is distinct from the Dṛśya. The eyes are distinct from whatever is in the visual field. Second, the Drashta is one, Dṛśya are many. Third, Drashta is unchanging, relatively speaking, commonsensical. And the Dṛśya are continuously changing. So what? Let us move on, we'll see. So what? Next, second quarter of the verse. Tad-dṛśyam driktu manasam. Tad-dṛśyam. Okay, you need not repeat. I'm just repeating for myself. That is the object and the mind is the seer. That means what? Now take a step back. Notice what related to what we did in the first class. Stepping back. You must withdraw from Delhi and Gurgaon for the retreat. We are stepping back. We are rising high up. Neti. From the eyes I could have gone to the seen. From the seer to the seen I could have gone. No. What did we do? We went from the seen to the seer. Then from this seer to a deeper seer. He says, now consider the eyes themselves. Eyes are seeing, but now draw the attention from the seen to the eyes. Become aware of the eyes. Blink the eyes. Blink the eyes. Notice, I am aware of the eyes. Eyes are open. Eyes are closed. Eyes are seeing very well. I need glasses to see. I am aware of the eyes and the conditions of the eyes. That means the eyes themselves, the organ, are the seen. Seen in the sense now, Dṛśya in the sense, what we are aware of, an object of our awareness. And the mind is the seer. Who thought, what thought that eyes need glasses? Mind understood. Who is noticing? Eyes are closed. Mind is noticing. So mind is the seer, the eyes become the seen. Drashta, mind. Take it in a simple childlike way. Easiest way to understand Vedanta. Don't overcomplicate it. Swami, you have to wait. Eyes, I need to consult ophthalmology first and then I will get back to you. No. Just commonsensical way. So the mind is the seer, eyes are the seen. And in the same way, the mind, whatever it is observing the changing conditions of the eyes. The seen are changing continuously. Eyes are open, eyes are closed, eyes are seeing well, I cannot see well, glasses are needed, so on and so forth. Various conditions of the eyes are also noted by the same mind. Then, the seen are many, in the sense that the same mind notes the inputs from the eyes, from the ears, from the nose, from the skin, from the tongue. So the seer is one, the seen are many. The seer is unchanging, the seen are changing. The seer is different from the seen. The mind, whatever it is different from the eyes. Whatever the mind is, clearly the eyes are this organ, and there is of course nervous system, brain and all that. But mind, whatever it is, it's not the eyes, it's different from the eyes. Seer is different from the seen. We are making progress here, always. What did he say? Do I get it? He'll be saying, आगे बढ़िए, गाड़ी आगे बढ़ाओ. Gadi aage badao, this is a story. I was giving a talk, one of the most interesting places in Howrah. I was giving a talk, Howrah, road in Bengal. Roadside, On one side, stage, busy road, audience on the other side. Then I was giving this rousing, it was, there was tsunami at one time, to give, relief for tsunami victims and all that. And Vivekananda's doctrine of seva, giving a rousing speech, because they had called me because they wanted somebody to speak in Hindi. And then big bus came in between. And I can't see my audience, they can't see me. But the bus passengers became my audience. They were in the windows, they're sitting and listening to it. Bus is standing there because of traffic jam. And what to do? At that time, the organizer, unfazed, unaffected. He says, ड्राइवर साहब से निवेदन है, गाड़ी आगे बढ़ाइए. महाराज जी आप बोलिए. We keep speaking. At this point, he will say, yes, mind is observing the eyes and the ears and the tongue and the nose. Very good. Gaadi aage badhaiye, Maharaj. Let's go forward. Let us see. Next part. Up to this is very interesting, but well known. Eyes are different from the objects. Who doesn't know this? Mind is something different from the eyes. Who doesn't know this? Now let's go forward. Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka sakshi. Now it becomes interesting. Third stage. Let us contemplate the mind itself. What happened before this? We started with the eyes. Eyes are the seer, world is seen. Then we went to mind is the seer, eyes are the seen. What about the world? World is still the seen, ever the seen. But earlier eyes were the seer, now they have become the seen. Mind is now the seer. Now let us contemplate the mind. Can we do that? Yes, it is called introspection, looking into my own mind. Thoughts, feelings, ideas, memories, desires, or blankness. All of them, mind only. Dhi-vrittayaha, dhi, mind. Vritti, movement. Movements of the mind. Dhi is technically intellect, but anyway, movements of the mind, movements of the intellect. What is called in Yoga Shastra, chitta-vritti, chitta-vrittayaha. The movements of the chitta, of the mind stuff. Thoughts and emotions and ideas. But I notice I am aware of all of them. When I think 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. I was aware of it. The 1 plus 1 became 2, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 became an object. And I am the one aware of it. If there is a flash of pain, like Abhinavagupta, okay, don't pinch yourself. Abhinavagupta gives the better, 2 fingers touching. I am aware of it. Sensation, which is reported to the mind. In the mind is sensation. I just felt my fingertips touching each other. That thought is illumined. Every thought in the mind, every emotion in the mind, every perception in the mind, every judgment in the mind, every memory in the mind, every comprehension, idea, understanding in the mind, sense of ego, I, that also in the mind. Everything is illumined, everything is revealed. We may not pay attention to it, it's there. The moment you pay attention, that's called introspection. That is contemplating the mind itself. We find the contents of the mind are continuously being revealed. They are shining in one light. There is one drashta of the mind, seer of the mind, experiencer of the mind. Who is that? I. Whoever I am, whatever I am. So the drashta of the mind, seer of the mind, experiencer of the mind is giving it a name, sakshi. Because now we are in an unknown territory. World and eyes, we all know. Eyes and mind, we all know. We don't pay attention, but we know. But mind itself, I am experiencing. We generally don't go there. We think about it sometimes, but it's an unknown area for us. Now the clarity is being given to us. You are witness of the mind. You are experiencing your own mind. At this point, gaadi mat aage badhaiye. Stop the car there. Take a look. Do I actually experience? Think a thought. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. A, B, C, D. A, Ka, Kha, Ga, Om. Think a thought. And see. The thought is just mental talk. And I am aware of it. Very clearly so. So, I am the drashta, the mind, the thought in the mind is the seen, is the drishya. And thoughts are many throughout the day. One calculation is 16,000 thoughts. How many sakshi? How many drashta? 1. Who had those thoughts? You. How do you know there's one sakshi? You tell me from your own experience. I will not tell you. Yes, there were thousands of thoughts. Yes, they were all my thoughts. Who is that mind? You, the illuminer of the thoughts. So I am the thought, I am the witness of the thought, therefore I am separate from my thoughts. Drashta and Drishya are separate. I am distinct from my thoughts. I am one, thoughts are many. It is said, we have 16,000 thoughts in our waking day. Not different thoughts, that would be crazy. Mostly repetitive, mostly useless. If you are a sadhaka, mostly it will be the mantra japa or something like that. 16,000 thoughts, one. 16,000 dhi vritti, chitta vritti, one sakshi. That's the story of the 16,000 gopis and one Krishna. That's the meaning behind it. That one consciousness which you are. And all of these are shining in your light, surrounding you and dancing. This is the meaning, inner meaning, adhyatmika meaning. But it means Sakshi is one. Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka will say Sakshi is one, Vritti are many. Sakshi is unchanging, Vrittis are changing continuously. Drashta is one, Drishya are many. Drashta is unchanging, Drishya is changing. And Drashta and Drishya, most importantly, separate. Here comes the first big application of Vedanta. I am not the mind. Mind and its contents are separate from me. They are appearing to me. I am their drashta. I am the drashta of the mind. Big application. But how do you apply? Again, the sadhus here nicely put it here. जो चीज जहां की है महात्मा जी उसको वहीं रहने दो. Keep things where they belong. Phone, table. Don't take it upon yourself. Why? It's my phone, I can't let it go. No. Put it there where it belongs. Orange color, where? Shirt. I am not orange when I see the shirt. I am the drashta of the shirt. I am the drashta of the orange shirt. Orange is where? In me or in shirt? In shirt. So what? Apply it to yourself. Application is very important. You must get the benefit of it. Once I was teaching this Vedanta to one person, New York, an Indian person. And they said, after listening to all this, they said, to. You must make the benefit application explicit and the benefit explicit also. So what is the application? Body. Old age, wrinkles are coming. I am not wrinkled. Body is wrinkled. Keep things where they belong. Literally, fact is wrinkled skin. Not escapism, wrinkled skin. Prana. I don't have energy. Earlier I used to be energetic. Now, when you don't have that, then you realize you are past 40. And all the youngsters below 40 will tell you, what is he talking about? They don't really say, you have to say, wait. To maybe hoga. One rabbi was appointed to a Jewish community, and this rabbi was very young. So they complained to the chief rabbi. He's too young to be a rabbi. The chief rabbi wisely wrote back, it is true that youth is a great defect, but give him time. Wait 20 years, he will be old. So, it is in the body. Tiredness, sickness, hunger and thirst in the prana. There are activities of the prana in the prana. Then, depression, unhappiness, excitement, boredom, all are in the mind. They are drishya. I am drashta. Just as I am drashta of the mind, all the contents of the mind and the qualities, attributes of the mind, I am the drashta of that. I should not take the depression of the mind on the drashta and say, I am depressed. No. After Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka, you have no right. After Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka, your own buddhi will tell you that's a lie. At the moment of depression, at the moment of tiredness, prana is tired. At the moment of tiredness, you are aware of the tiredness. If you are aware of it, you are not tired. Does that mean I am energetic? That's not true, Swami. No, you are not energetic. You are the witness. Depression in the mind. Keep the depression in the mind. Don't take it upon yourself. जो चीज जहां की है महात्मा जी उसको वहीं रहने दो. Simple advice. In our homes, our parents taught us that keep your things in proper order. In Vedanta also. It's a fact. Aging belongs to the body. It has its effect on prana, effect on the brain and mind also. but not to the witness consciousness. Memory is fading. Oh, my memory is very weak. No, I am the witness of the weak memory. I was the witness of the sharp memory. I am the witness of the weak memory. So, keep things where they belong. That story I've told many times, but I tell when I teach this verse. That one sadhu went, I always say, when one person went from Delhi to the Himalayas, right? So this is the right place to tell the story. He goes to a Mahatma ji in the Himalayas here and asks a question, problem. मैं बहुत दुखी हूँ. So actually in New York, they go to analyst, psychoanalyst, the therapist. They'll go to therapist, and same problem. Here he'll go to Mahatma. I was invited by the American Psychiatry Association once, not because of my psychiatric problem. They had a psychiatry faith conference. The leaders of different churches, religious leaders were invited, so that how we can work together to combat mental illness. So it was in Washington, D.C., their headquarters, a very powerful body, because America has the largest number of psychiatrists in the world and lawyers. So, very powerful body. They control the whole psychiatry thing in the US. And top psychiatrists from different hospitals and research institutes in the US were there on the panel. And I realized there are two bodies, American Psychology Association, American Psychiatry Association. Both are called APA. Both have their headquarters in Washington, D.C., same area, and both hate each other. Psychologists don't like psychiatrists, and psychiatrists think psychologists are amateurs. So this was American Psychiatry Association. Now, one thing I noticed was, on one side, all the top psychiatrists of the country were there, of USA. Other side, mostly church leaders from different religions, rabbi, I was the Hindu monk, and so on. Buddhist monks were there. I saw on one side of the table, normal people were happy, smiling, relaxed. On the other side, all looking like owls. It is very natural, because it is the risk of the job. Yes, no, really. I've observed a psychiatrist in consultation for some time. I observed how they are working. If you listen to these problems, 100 such patients daily for 20 years of your life, naturally your expression will be like that. So there is some great power in spirituality. See, they were not Vedantins. Many were Christians, some were Buddhists, some were Jews. One Muslim representative was there. So there is some power in spiritual life which keeps your mind healthy. Anyway, this person goes to the Mahatma. मैं बहुत दुखी हूँ. And the Mahatma says, आपको दुख का अनुभव है? I am very miserable. Are you aware of your misery? Of course. That's why I'm saying I'm dukhi. I have come here. I'm feeling miserable. I feel it. If you feel it, it's drishya. You are the drashta. You cannot be miserable. अगर आपका दुख का अनुभव है तो आप दुखी नहीं हैं. आप दुख के दृष्टा हैं. मन में जो दुख है उसका दृष्टा आप हैं. Now try it yourself. The sorrow, the misery which is in your mind, the unpleasant feeling which is in the mind, I am aware of it. Yes, I am aware of it. Then I am the awareness, the drashta. The misery is an object, just like this glass, this table, this shirt. The misery is an object. These are physical. That's a mental object. Then that the misery is in the mind. Keep things where they belong. Don't take that misery and tell the mind, may I borrow your misery? I want to be miserable. No, don't be foolish. I am the witness of that misery. This is just a play on words, Swami. Will it work? It will work. Try it out. At the very least, it will give us a psychological space, a little freedom, a little release, small freedom. At this time now. You don't have to wait for enlightenment. Already you have a application. Everything in this world, objects in the world, drishya, whatever is seen, heard, smelled, eyes are just an example. Whatever is seen, heard, smelled, tasted, touched, drishya. Whatever is spoken about by language, drishya. Object. Whatever you can think, whatever is felt in the body, drishya. Whatever we think about in the mind, whatever we remember, forget, regret, feel guilty about, feel anxious about, feel fearful about, feel excited about, all of those things, drishya. They are in the mind. Nobody is denying. But tell the truth. They are in the mind. They are not in consciousness. The magic is, the moment you do this, the mind itself relaxes. What really strains the mind is this wrong identification of the mind with the self. I have limited myself to the mind and occupying the mind is twisted then. It suffers. The moment I withdraw from the mind, how in simple language the sadhus teach, ये वेदांत ना महात्मा जी थोड़ा हटके होता है. You must step back. So step back from the mind. Into what? I am the witness. Here is the mind. Sakshi. Here is the mind. Dhi vritti. Where is depression? Quality of the mind. Attribute of the mind. Like orange cloth. Where is the cloth? Object. Where is the orange? In the cloth, not in me. Where is this mind? Drishya. Where is the depression? In the mind, not in me. It will work. Depression, anger, uneasiness, restlessness, all of it. Don't deny it. It's there. How can you deny? But say, it is an object. Then, like any object, welcome to come, welcome to stay, welcome to go. When it comes, welcome. When it stays, stay. When it goes, bye-bye. It's an object. It's not me. Not even mine. I am the witness, just as all this I see, they are not mine. All this I see, they are not mine. It is not me, not mine. Mine, the thoughts, feelings, emotions in the mind. Not me, not mine. What is this then? Who is the drashta? Sakshi. Now let us move on. This Sakshi we become very interested in. What is this Sakshi? And up to this mind I know. Body I know this fellow. Mind I know this fellow. But Sakshi, new thing you are telling me now. How to know it? Unfortunately or fortunately it cannot be known. Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka. The Sakshi never becomes an object. This I, the witness consciousness, it never becomes an object. It never becomes known. It never becomes Drishya. Because if the Sakshi became a Drishya, who would be the Sakshi of that? What would be the Sakshi of that? You are the witness consciousness and you are never witnessed. You are ever the knower, never the known. You are ever aware, never that which is an object of awareness. You are ever the light shining, never the objects which reflect that light. The objects are of two kinds. Physical, then subtle, mental. Both physical and mental are objects. Till now, I thought, yes, physical world, I am not it. These are objects, but I am this physical body. And inside the body, there is mind. So this mind-body combination, this person I am. Yes, if you force me to say awareness, consciousness, I will say, yes, I am also aware. I am consciousness. That's part of the mind. But no, now you are being forced into your drashta. Your drashta, the seer. That which is sees, aware of everything. Sees here means aware. Conscious, revealing, illumining, like the light. Everything else is not you, not yours. This world, not you, not yours. This body, not you, not yours. We say, no, it is mine. This is too much, Swami. I am not the body, I agree, but it is my body. How the sadhus respond, I remember the Vedanta, they will say, Tumne banaya hai. Did you make it? Even your parents did not make it. Nature did all the work. Everything was done by nature. Prakrityeva karmani kriyamanani sarvasha. Whatever is done in this body mind is done by Prakriti. Even the creation of the body mind was done by nature. The sadhu goes on. इसका मसाला जो है वो आपका है. Do you own the material out of which it was made? The air, water, fire, earth, the 150 odd, the periodic table elements and all. Do you own them? So if you own the materials, then the object which is made from the material, you can say it is mine. No. Do you have the papers for this body? Some notification saying that it is your body. No. Did somebody gift it to you? I am translating from Hindi. तोहफे में मिला है आपको महात्मा जी ये शरीर दोस्त ने दिया आपको. How are you claiming it is your body? No, I control it. You don't. Any doctor will tell you less than 1% of the things here respond to you. Rest of the body I was in AIMS recently. All those huge departments, kidney, liver, heart, lungs, brain, spine, bones. In none of them they will ask you anything. You keep quiet, we will treat you. Because you are not in charge of this. What is going wrong with it? We know better than this, better than you. We will scan it, I will know better what's going on inside that body than you have any idea of. How to set it right? I can set it right, you cannot. The doctor will say, I've got these medicines, these procedures, you keep quiet. You are not in charge of this body. No, I can lift my hand. Go to AIMS, physiotherapy department, post-stroke. Even lifting the hand, then we realize, can't. I want to, it is not responding. Then I realize something else cooperated with me. I'm not even talking about drashta, just the mind. I want to lift my hand right now, yes. But at that point, no. Stroke, left hemisphere, can't lift the right hand. Long months of physiotherapy, maybe a little bit with great difficulty. Something was cooperating with me, it has stopped cooperating. Then not one voluntary activity can be done by us. We think it's under my control. That also zero under our control. Nature, God, whatever you call it, cooperates with us, things we think we are doing it. Ahankara vimūಢātmā kartāhamiti manyate. Deluded by the activity of the ego. The jivatma thinks, I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, I am the knower. No, no, no. This is all drishya. The Divine Mother, she has provided these toys for you to play with. You are her baby. None of it is under your control. Even gifting and taking away the gifts also under her control. Then I myself, at least I can know myself, Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka drishyate. You, the object, you can never be your own object. You are ever the subject, never the object. Ever the knower. Knower in a general sense. Never the known. Ever the drashta, never the drishya. And thank God. Thank God. This is the best possible option. If you were actually the body-mind, if it's stuck to it, imagine being stuck to this piece of matter. Terrible. No, it is continuously flowing. Asangoham. My nature is absolutely unattached. Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka drishyate. Now we are left as I am. But what am I? Drashta. Drashta of what? Of the mind, of the senses, and of the world through mind and senses. What are you made of? Just awareness. I am existence, and I am aware, I am drashta, so awareness. What else? Nothing else. I say, Swami ji, aapne to sab chhin liya humse. No, nothing at all. The body was there earlier, it is there. The mind was there earlier, mind is there. Senses were there earlier, it's there. Your bank balance, car, home, people, job, everything is there. Including diseases, heart condition, medical condition, everything is there. But now, what they say, vastu sthiti. What is the state of affairs? The reality itself has been revealed to us. What did he say? Do I get it? Is it a fact? At which point does it stop being a fact? In the next class, we didn't get time for Q&A here. The third class will be most important. Swami, you said this is the most important one. You are tricking us. No. This is the most important verse, shloka. But the class, in the next class, what we will do, he says, Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka drishyate. You cannot see the witness consciousness. It can never be an object. But Vivekananda says, you must not go away from here thinking it is unknown and unknowable. It is more than known, Vivekananda's words. This more than known, we will see in the third session. We will actually, what he is saying, Dṛg-Dṛśya-Viveka drishyate, Vidyaranya Swami or Shankaracharya says, you can't see yourself. I will show you yourself. Who? I will show you. In the third session, we will appreciate. Now we have identified the water in the glass, the water in the well. Now let us enjoy the coolness and the sweetness of that water. That we will do in the third session. We will explore the drashta. There is a necessity of doing that. One is, we are familiar with the body. As long as I thought we have the body, I have no problem with it. I know any further knowledge, I have to go to AIMS. or to medical school, or to open a biology book or ask ChatGPT or something. But when I say I'm drashta, that I don't know, it's a new thing I've been introduced to. What is this drashta? What is this awareness? Let me explore it a little bit. Let me get acquainted with myself. But there is a way of exploring it, because Dṛg-Eva natu drishyate, you can't see it, hear it, smell it, you can't meditate upon it, you can't talk about it. Then how will we explore it? He's clearly said you can't see it. So there's a way of exploring it, which is it's a meditative process. It's what I call experiential knowledge. One is knowledge. One is experience. What is knowledge? There is a beautiful retreat center called Sharada Tapovan. Do you know it? Yes, I know it. Have you experienced it? No, not yet. I'm going there. So you have come here. Now suppose someone drives up and says at the gate there, where is Sharada Tapovan? You are seeing it, yeah? But you don't know it. Somebody, the person there tells you, this is it. Yahi wo hai. Soyam Devadatta. This is it. Then you have knowledge. So you had experience already, but now you get the knowledge of it. Ah, this is it. Now when I'm asking you, what do you have of Sharada Tapovan? You have experiential knowledge. I know it and I'm experiencing it. Sometimes we know many things we have not yet experienced. Sometimes we are experiencing but we don't know it. But Vedanta is experiential knowledge. You will know that you are the Atman, which we already know, and we will experience that we are the Atman. We are Sakshi, Drashta, pure consciousness. That's the menu, not now, but in third session. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat, Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu.